Welcome to another unboxing video. Today we are reviewing the Scott Hall Monday Night War figure from Mattel. So let's have a look at the packaging then. It's got a window where you can see the figure. There's a picture of Scott Hall here. You've got the Lex Luger Build-A-Figure, and there's the logo and the nameplate. You have a picture of Scott Hall on the side. There's a picture of him from the Nitro where he debuted. The Lex Luger, you get the shirt and the art hands. There's also a picture of the three other figures within the line, and a nameplate on the side here. Barcodes on the bottom and a window on the top. But as we all know, boxes are for the bin, so let's see what's within. So here's the figure and accessories out of the packaging. And yes, it does get across the look when he debuted on Nitro. It's very good likeness for that debut, and it does do the job that would be needed for just a general Scott Hall and street clothes. I mean, you could probably take the waistcoat off and put on an NWO shirt and it would look very well. So let's have a look at the accessories that come with the figure. So let's have a look at the accessories. You get the two Lex Luger arms for the Build-A-Figure, and you get the cloth shirt that goes with it, which opens up at the back if you want to put it on the figure. It's a very well done shirt, very well produced. You also get two fisted hands, which I guess you could probably use for Lex Luger or Scott Hall. And then you get the posing hands for the Scott Hall figure. You get a microphone that I would have preferred if it had a WCW logo on, just to go with the theme of the figure. And you get the Scott Hall spare head. So if we take a look at the likeness of the figures, and as you can see by the picture that I've included, both of them, they both kind of look like Scott Hall. I mean, this one probably looks more like the picture in question, and the other one is more of a later look for Scott Hall. I mean, it's possibly more nearer the end of the run in WCW rather than the beginning, and this is kind of at the beginning. But it does, I mean, if you have an Elvis Presley lookalike, you can probably use this as the head. It's very cartoon, very Mattel cartoon like, and then they've gone realistic looking with this one and haven't really got Scott Hall with either of them really. But they do look, I mean, from a certain angle, I guess you can say that they look like him. Take a look at the articulation. The head goes up that far, goes down that far. It does move side to side. It does go all the way around, although it does also come off fairly easily. The arm goes up that high, which is kind of disappointing. The elbow is double jointed, so it does go past 90, which is good. The waist bends forward that much. It moves back that much, possibly restricted by the waistcoat. The leg goes that far out. It goes this far forward, which again is all right. It doesn't really go back at all, mainly probably because of the trousers. You've got a thigh swivel, which does go all the way around. You have a double jointed knee, which goes to there. It's very stiff. You have a calf at the rotation at the boot. The ankle goes back that far and goes forward that far. So that's the articulation of the figure, and as you can see, you can get it in certain poses. There you go. So if we compare it to other Scott Hall figures, you have the Hasbro original figure, you have the Toy Biz 1999 WCW, you have various, I have lots of Scott Hall figures as I am a fan of his, so I do have a few. You've got the ones from Jack's Pacific with the real body type ones, and there are various different ones from Mattel's whether it's Scott Hall, there's Defining Moments, Razor Ramon. As I said, there are quite a few in my collection of Scott Hall. They're all going to fall over probably, but this added ones in street clothes. There's the Ringside Collectibles exclusive, which I think was the first one they actually did of Scott Hall in his own right when they shifted from Razor Ramon. So as you can see, there were plenty of Scott Hall figures in my collection to choose from. So in conclusion, it's a very good figure for what it is. It certainly does what you need for if you want a street clothes Scott Hall figure to go with the others that you may have. The waistcoat possibly needs, I mean, I may take some sandpaper to it just to scuff it up a bit to match it with the design on the jeans. But you could easily take the waistcoat off and put, if you have a shirt, or you could put it on and it could be an NWO version of Scott Hall from later on. I mean, as I said, the head keeps coming off, so it's fairly easy to take the arms and legs off if you wanted to put the shirts on. But yes, it's a very good figure indeed. And just exploring other options, you can put it in a t-shirt, which does work very well with the jeans, to give a street clothes version where you could put it in figure photography as a background character, or as a manager to a Kevin Nash or Hulk Hogan. This t-shirt I did get off eBay, and it does fit very well with the look of the figure. And so just as an ending, I did take some sandpaper to the waistcoat to see what it would look like, and I do think it improves the figure greatly. So if you enjoyed the review, please like, comment and subscribe for more wrestling figure videos in the future.